So proteins. Proteins are described as polypeptide chain compounds. So that is, a protein is made up of amino acids. The bond between the two amino acids is known as peptide bond. So many peptide bonds are united together to form a long chain known as polypeptide chain. So protein is a polypeptide chain. Protein is an important compound. The literal meaning of protein is firstly required compound in the cell, because proteins plays different roles in the cell. They frame the cell membrane. They are those proteins that participate in making the structure of the cell called as structural protein. Cell membrane is made up of lipoproteins, lipids and protein. Cell membrane is lipoproteinous. All the membranes surrounding the cell organelles are made up of lipids and proteins. Those proteins that frame the membrane, that makes the structure of the cell, are known as structural protein. But proteins play so many roles in the cell. See, all biochemical reactions are catalyzed by enzymes. So enzymes are biocatalysts. All enzymes are proteins except ribozyme. RNA, ribosomal RNA acts as an enzyme, that is called as ribozyme. Except that, in remaining all cases, in all cells, all enzymes are proteins. But all proteins are not enzymes. But all enzymes are proteins. So when a bacterium enters into your cell, it produces a protein, namely antigen. Our white blood cells immediately respond to that and produces another protein molecule called as antibody protein. So immunoglobulins, part of our defense system, are proteins. Most of the animal hormones are proteins. Insulin is a protein. Glucagon is a protein. So like that. So protein is very importantly required compound. Now we are going to learn about proteins. So as I told you, protein is a polypeptide chain. Protein is also described as polymer of 20 kinds of amino acid. Protein is also described as polymer of 20 kinds of amino acids. So that is, protein is made up of 20 kinds of amino acids. Proteins are made up of 20 kinds of amino acids. Since different kinds of amino acid make the protein, protein is a heteropolymer. Protein is a heteropolymer. Starch is a homopolymer. Starch is made up of only glucose molecule, only one kind of molecule, that is glucose. Hence starch, cellulose, glycogen, they are all homopolymers. But proteins are heteropolymers. Proteins are heteropolymers. So there are different kinds of proteins. I am going to explain later. For example, I tell one. Collagen, the most abundant protein. Collagen, the most abundant protein in the animal world. The most abundant protein in the animal world is collagen. So we will discuss other kinds of protein when we take up the functions of protein. So hormones are protein, as I told you, and so receptors are proteins, antigens are protein, antibodies are protein, and transport proteins. So for example, GLUT4 carries the insulin. So like that, they are transporter proteins. So we'll discuss different kinds of protein after discussing the structure of the protein. But I have given one example. Collagen, it is the most abundant protein in animal world. in the entire nature, the most abundant protein is a plant protein, that is rubesco. Rubesco. So that is ribellose 1,5 bisphosphate, ribellose 1,5 bisphosphate, carboxylase and oxygenase. So this is an enzyme that adds carbon dioxide to ribellose 1,5 bisphosphate to produce phosphoglyceric acid in the C3 plants of dark phase reaction during dark phase. Okay, but leave it there. So rubesco is the most abundant protein in the nature, but in the animals, collagen is the most abundant protein. That is a intercellular protein. It's a ground substance that helps in binding the two cells. So interground substance, we call it as intercellular protein, collagen, the most abundant protein in animal worlds, animal collagen. So its structure so that the collagen structure, that is triple helical structure of collagen, was discovered by C. Ramachandran. Triple helical structure of collagen was discovered by C. Ramachandran. So now let us see about the structure of proteins. Now, so what is a polypeptide chain? So poly means many. So many peptide bonds together called as polypeptide chain. Look at here, this is one amino acid. This is one amino acid. This is another amino acid. This is another amino acid. Remember, the bond formed between the carboxyl group of one amino acid and amino group of another amino acid, leaving one water molecule, is known as peptide bond. The bond formed between the carboxyl group of one amino acid, amino group of another amino acid, leaving one water molecule, is known as peptide bond. Like this, many peptide bonds are united together to form a long chain, that you call it as a polypeptide chain. So this right hand side, so this first amino acid NH2 is not participating in peptide bond in first amino acid, that is free or bonded with the formyl group. So that's why this is called as N-terminus. This is called as N-terminus. In the last amino acid, COOH is free. In the last amino acid, so CON, it is called as C-terminal amino acid. So this is called as N-terminus or N-terminal amino acid. First amino acid, NH2 group doesn't participate in peptide bond, so that is called as N-terminal amino acid. In the last amino acid, COOH is not participated in peptide bond, it is called as, that is free, so that is called as C-terminus amino acid. So that is called as C-terminus amino acid. So as I told you, collagen most abundant protein, that is useful in connecting the muscles. That is a intercellular or interground substance, ground material, that what we have told. This is protein. Structure of protein can be studied at 4 levels. They are called as structure of proteins can be studied at 4 levels. Structure of proteins can be studied at 4 levels. Structure of proteins can be studied at 4 levels. That is primary level, secondary level, tertiary level, quaternary level. So structure of proteins can be studied under 4 levels. So they are primary level, secondary level, and then tertiary level, and that is quaternary level, primary level. So primary level means that tells us how many amino acids have participated in protein synthesis. That protein is made up of how many amino acid? What is the sequence of that amino acid? That information you can get when you study the primary level of the protein. For example, this A1, A2, A3 and so on, A last. So this, in a primary structure, it appears like a linear chain, a straight rod. So here, primary structure, how many amino acids are formed? How many amino acids are formed? So that is how many amino acids are forming the protein. What should be the sequence of those amino acids? That you will study at a primary structure. Secondary structure, and as we say, amino acids are not fixed. So between two amino acids or between different amino acids in protein, hydrogen bonds and sulfide bonds, etc. are formed. As a result of that, they are not in straight line, they are bending. They are pulled each other, they are attracted each other because of hydrogen bonding, van der Waals forces, ionic bonds, and also that is sulfide bonds. So that foldings occur in the protein. మీకు నేను చెప్పినట్టు ఒక 336 అమైనో యాసిడ్లు ఒక ప్రోటీన్ ఏర్పరిస్తే 1, 2, 3 అట్లా స్ట్రైట్లో ఉండవు. ఈ అమైనో యాసిడ్ మధ్య ఉన్న మాలిక్యూల్ మధ్య అట్రాక్షన్స్ ప్రారంభమవుతాయి, హైడ్రోజన్ బాండ్స్ ఫామ్ అవుతాయి, తర్వాత సల్ఫైడ్ బాండ్స్ ఫామ్ అవుతాయి. దానివల్ల అటు ఇటు లాగబడతాయి, అందువల్ల ముడతలు వస్తాయి, ఫోల్డ్స్ వస్తాయి. సో దట్ యూ విల్ స్టడీ ఇన్ ద సెకండరీ స్ట్రక్చర్. వెదర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ ఫోల్డింగ్, ఎలా ఫోల్డింగ్ వల్ల హెలికల్స్ వచ్చినాయా, ఒకదాని మీదకి ఒకటి వచ్చిందా, దట్ యూ విల్ స్టడీ ఇన్ ద సెకండరీ స్ట్రక్చర్. సో 3-dimensional structure you will study in tertiary structure. When a protein is made up of more than one polypeptide chain, that you will study in quaternary structure. For example, our hemoglobin is made up of 4 polypeptide chains, 2 alpha, 2 beta. So when a protein is made up of more than one polypeptide chain, when a protein is made up of more than one polypeptide chain, we study the structure of that protein at a quaternary level. So tomorrow that we'll discuss in detail. But today I have given just introduction. If you study how many amino acid make the protein, what is the sequence of that amino acid, that is known as a primary level. Due to the hydrogen bonding, due to the sulfide bonding, due to the attraction between the amino acid in a polypeptide chain, they are pulled each other and foldings are formed. So knowing that structure is a secondary structure. So 3-dimensional structure you can study at a tertiary. When a protein is made up of more than one polypeptide chain, that structure you will study as a quaternary structure. For example, hemoglobin is made up of 4 kinds of polypeptide chain, 2 alpha, 2 beta. That you call it as a quaternary structure. So now so if you have a doubt,